Yes, everyone. I hope we are all well. TLP, the Liverpool Prophet, back again with another match preview. Finally, finally, the Premier League is back. Liverpool is back. The Champions League is back. It is all back, and we have no more breaks or interruptions until March. Great. Let's just knuckle down and get into it. As you guys can see, I added TLP into my bio there, my name bio. I think it sits there well. The Liverpool Prophet TLP for short. But yeah, moving on from that, people. We're back. The international break is finally over. We did it. We finally got through the last international break of the year. As you guys know, there's three. There's one in September, one in October, and one in November. We've made it through. We've made it through. Now we have a clear ride to just pure football up until March, which is great. The more football, the merrier. The more we get to watch Liverpool play, the happier. Even though it might not be exactly happy watching us play at the moment, but yeah, it is what it is. But we're back. The match previews are back, people. Apologies for the late one. I did have a little bit of other stuff to do shows wise. So yeah. But nonetheless, I am here with the match preview for Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest tomorrow at 3 p.m. Before we get into the video, however, people, do remember, if you are new to the channel and haven't already done so, do subscribe to the channel. Do drop a sub. It is much appreciated. We're currently under up to 1k subscribers. We're about 500 or so away from that at the moment. So if you can subscribe, it is much appreciated and help us on the journey. It is. If you can also drop a like on the video. If you are enjoying the video, of course, do drop a like on it. And of course, do turn notifications on so you know every time a video has gone out. And of course, do get down below in the comment section and let me know your thoughts and opinions. Having said all that, let's just get straight into the match preview for today. Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. This is a tough one to predict. It shouldn't be a tough one to predict, but it is a tough one to predict. I genuinely have no idea what type of Liverpool will show up in this game, how we will be going into this game. Obviously, we've had the international break. On paper, you think, okay, the international break is a chance to regroup, get your crap together, and come back a lot better. However, the last international break, we lost 2-1 to Chelsea before, come back, lose 2-1 to United. It's like nothing changes. The break before that, again, we went into it off a win against Arsenal, but we came back against Burnley, struggled with a 1-0 win. The performance was still poor. And of course, now we're into the third break. We've come off the back of a 3-0 trouncing at the Etihad to Manchester City, and we go into this one now. Very hard to say what Liverpool are going to show up. I like to sit here and say we're going to be better, we're going to be motivated, we're going to be regrouped. But why wasn't that the case in the first international break or the second international break? Honestly, I want to sit here and be positive and say we'll come back stronger, but I don't know. I genuinely think it could just be more of the same rubbish, in my opinion, people. I genuinely feel that we could end up, we could come back and we could still look really, really bang average. But nonetheless, we are back in action, which is great to see. As for team news for this game, people, unfortunately, Conor Bradley and Florian Wirtz have been confirmed by Arne Slot to miss the game due to injury, and apparently they're going to be out for a while as well. So that's very disappointing. Of course, firstly, get well soon, Florian Wirtz. Get well soon, Conor Bradley. That means we have, of course, no fit right. Well, we have no right back for this game, and of course, obviously, we don't have Wirtz again. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious with Bradley and Wirtz because they are two players that are going to probably. Well, Bradley at the moment is crucial. Wirtz will be a crucial player, and nonetheless, we are going to miss them, of course. But they won't feature for this game, unfortunately, due to injuries. We'll see how long they are out for. We should be able to manoeuvre without Wirtz and Bradley for these next couple of games coming up, though. We should be able to get past Forest, get past Leeds, get past Sunderland, get past West Ham with these players out, and then hopefully we can bring them back after that. But yeah, no Wirtz or no Bradley for this game. With Wirtz, with Conor Bradley not playing this game, not being able to play, it does most likely mean that we will have to see Dominic Szoboszlai starting back from midfield into the right back position yet again. Now, Dominic Szoboszlai at right back. Honestly, for a one-off game, I think he can do a job. We saw against Arsenal early on in the season when we had the right back injuries and we had no one. Szoboszlai played there, and he did a pretty decent job. I think he can do another decent shift here if he's putting that right back. It's against Forest; they're not going to cause too much problems down the flanks. So I think Szoboszlai at right back for this game can do a job. Obviously, in the long term, we are going to probably need Bradley back or Frimpong back because you do feel more comfortable naturally having a proper right back there. But for this game, Szoboszlai at right back, I'll take that. I think he can put in a shift and I'll back him. So Soboslai right back, which we should be okay for this one at least. Obviously no word, so we probably won't do 4-2-3-1. It will probably be a 4-3-3 formation. The great news, though, of course, people, that I think a lot of us noticed is Alisson Becker is back. Alisson Becker for this game is back. Our Brazilian goalkeeper is back. The best goalkeeper in the world is back. Alisson Becker, the Brazilian, in our goal. But yeah, Alisson's back, which is very, very, very important. I'm not here to knock Mohammed as I said in the video yesterday, but you feel naturally more confident when you have the likes of an Alisson in goal, or maybe even a Courtois in goal, because these are world-class keepers. You can't tell me without Alisson, well, with Alisson the last couple of weeks before the break, we wouldn't have conceded less goals. We probably would have. You can't tell me some of the goals we conceded that Alisson wouldn't have saved, because he would have. So while the defense is still bad, look, the defense was we were still having defensive issues even with Alisson playing, but I'd imagine it will provide some sort of semi-stability back in the back line. I still think we'll be leaky. I still expect us to concede goals and leak goals, but I think we'll do it less so with Alisson back, because obviously the defence will feel a lot more comfortable with Ali in goal than they would with Mohammed. So yeah, Alisson back for the game. Great, great, great news. Other than that, injury-wise, we're looking good. Everyone else is available. So yeah, people, we know how Nottingham Forest are going to come into this game. We know exactly what Nottingham Forest are going to do. They're going to come low block, pragmatic style, try and play for a 0-0. It's expected. It's Sean Dyche. What more can you expect from a Sean Dyche team? Honestly, if this was still Ange Postecoglou at Nottingham Forest as manager, I would have felt a lot more confident going into this game. I would have said, okay, they're going to come with a high line. We'll be able to exploit it and we can get a couple of goals here. But of course, we know Liverpool's weakness is low blocks. Honestly, I said it multiple times. Liverpool struggle against low blocks, teams that sit in, and Forest are going to do that tomorrow. So we could struggle again. But yeah, playing style wise, I expect nothing less than a low block from Nottingham Forest. I'll be very surprised if they come and try and play. I don't think so. So yeah, low block. It could be a tough afternoon for Liverpool, and a very unenjoyable and unpleasant one. So yeah, they'll come and park it off. It's going to be up to us to create. It's going to be up to us to really make something happen in the game. And again, can we do that? Against Villa, there was no issue creating chances. Against Real Madrid, we had no issue creating chances. But in games before that, we've struggled to create chances against low blocks. So we'll see how it goes. We will definitely see how it goes. As for Nottingham Forest, we should be beating them on paper. However, I think under Sean Dyche, I will say they look a lot better. They do look a lot more defensively well organised, of course. You've gone from, a high line way of playing to a pragmatic way of playing. But they look a lot better. They got a 2-2 against United before the break, so they did get a good result at home to United. They picked up another couple of good results too in Europe too, so they're better. They're improved. So I think it will be a tough game, 100%. This is not going to be a 4-0. This is not going to be a 3-0 because, look, it's just not going to happen, They're going to be well organised and we'll probably struggle to break them down, is the reality of the game. But I do expect us to get the win. Forest are going to be, they are a relegation level team. They are fighting relegation currently. We need the win. 100% we need the win. Like I said, the next couple of games we've got coming up, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, we should be winning these. We should be getting maximum points in every single one of the games. If not, it's worrying. It's really, really worrying. So, yeah, we should be getting maximum wins here. We start off with the one against Forest. But yeah, we need to climb up the table as well. Believe it or not, crazily enough, we're actually not too far off the top 8 points, but we know that can swing very, very quickly in football. 2 games, and that gap is really, really small. So yeah, we're not in a title race though. We are not in a title race. For me, top 5 currently. I hate to say that because that just screams such a loser mentality. But I think, in my opinion, this year we've got to try and knuckle down and get into the top 4. Make sure we don't fall out of it. I do think if we get our crap together, if we start playing better, we can nail down a 3rd place finish. We can get 3rd place locked off still. But I don't think we'll get top 2. City look too good at the moment. Arsenal look too good at the moment. But a win will help us climb up the table. Of course it will. But I don't expect an easy game. I don't expect an easy game in this one. Like I said, Forest well organised, improved. Sean Dyche knows what to do. He actually did win at Anfield a couple of years ago, back when Jurgen Klopp was still manager back in early 2021, I believe they came. Got a 1-0 win at Anfield with Burnley. So they know mugs. They definitely can upset us. But it's a big game. And it's a big game for Arne Slot too, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Nottingham Forest is the only team he hasn't beaten in the league yet. Obviously, we lost at home to them last season. We drew away from home, thanks to a Diogo Jota equaliser in that game. But it's a game where Slot should want to have a point to prove. He should want to be getting a win here, especially after they beat us at home last season, which was a big shock. We should be going into this game fired up. I wanted to really put them to the sword. Obviously, last year they had Nuno. This year they've got Dyche. Same style of play but different manager. But Slot should look at it and think, okay, I haven't beaten Nottingham Forest yet. I want to put that right, and I want the team to put that right for me. So on paper, it should be an easy win for Liverpool, but with the way we've been playing, of course, we'll end up somehow making it hard for ourselves. We just will. Liverpool will do that. But yeah, I wanted to now give you guys my predicted starting 11 for the game. My predicted starting 11, the team I think the manager will select for this game. So if you can just bear with me while I share screen. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys should be able to see this. So if I just do that there, let's move this down a little bit. There we go. Apologies, let's just get rid of the ad. So yeah, everyone, this is my predicted team to face Nottingham Forest tomorrow. If I just run you guys through this, of course. In goal, of course, like I said, Alisson is back. He's back training. He will play for this game. Big plus. Great news for us as well. So Alisson right back in goal there. Mohamed Asfali back on the bench. Apologies, but Alisson is Alisson. So Ali in goal, no brainer. At right back, of course, I have gone with Dominic Szoboszlai. I feel with Bradley out injured, with Jeremy Frimpong out injured again, we're in a position where we haven't got a right back, which is crazy because when you have two right backs at the club, you'd imagine if one's injured, the other one will be available. But no, we've got no right back again, just like we had just like we didn't have at the beginning of the season against Arsenal. But in a one-off game against Forest, I'll back Dominic Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai will be, pushed back into the right back role from the midfield role. So yeah, for this game, I think Szoboszlai will be okay. We'll be all right with Szoboszlai at right back. So yeah, Szoboszlai right back in this game. Centre back pairing, Virgil and Konate. Konate needs a big game here. Ibrahim Konate needs a big game and a big performance. He got absolutely torn a new one from Jeremy Doku before the international break against Manchester City. He needs a big performance here, a big performance, and hopefully he does. Hopefully he puts one in. But yeah, what are the odds? You never know with Konate. You'll probably get one good game and you'll get one bad game. So hopefully his bad game was City and his good game will be Forest. But yeah, he definitely needs to step up and prove a point to everyone. Left back, I've gone with Robertson. I've gone with Andrew Robertson. I can very much see Kerkez starting the game. I can see a world where Milos Kerkez plays, but I wouldn't do it. I don't want to see Kerkez at the moment. I know he played well for Hungary, but yeah, all the players play well on the international break. They come back to Liverpool and they look lost. Robbo, a big up to Robbo again, by the way, for qualifying for the World Cup with Scotland, his nation. So he's coming to this game off the back of a high, getting his country to a World Cup. So, he's on a good vibe. I think Stott should just play him, see how he does. So I'd go with Robbo at left back. Obviously in the midfield, Gravenberch in the middle as the DM, of course. I'll go with Curtis Jones. Obviously with Wirtz out, he cannot play the game. With Szoboszlai filling in for Bradley at right back. There's no one else other than Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones, to be fair, has been playing well. He's been one of our better midfielders this season. And I've said before, I think he should start. And even though it's only due to an injury from Wirtz that he'll start, at least he's getting a start here. So I think Curtis Jones will play in midfield. Off the other side, of course, Alexis McAllister will be, will play. It's an interesting one with Maka because, again, I think the midfield we have Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and McAllister looked great against Villa. It looked great against Madrid, but then it looked absolutely shattered against Manchester City, and you could see Manchester City were running through that midfield like hot knife through butter easily. Don't know why that is. Maybe it was just they had an off day, all of them, but yeah, it was worrying. It was very worrying. McAllister again wasn't great against City, but then again, McAllister's had a bit of an odd season. I thought against Madrid he was great. I thought against Villa he was good when he played. But then other games this season, he's just looked off it. He hasn't looked like the McAllister of last season, which is a bit worrying. But hopefully, again, he can have a good game here. Gravenberch wasn't great against Manchester City. But again, he's probably he's one of our most important players. Hopefully, he can put in a good shift here and get back to the Gravenberch we know as well. And of course, I've said Curtis Jones as well, people. Curtis Jones in this game, he's been one of our most informed midfielders. Let's be honest. He should be getting a start. We've lacked heart, we've lacked fight, we've lacked desire in games. All three things of them, all of those three things, Curtis Jones will provide on a football pitch. So again, Curtis Jones should be starting this game. But yeah, he will, in my opinion. And that will be the midfield three: McAllister, Gravenberch, and Curtis Jones. Moving to the front line, everyone. Off the right-hand side, it will be none other than Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king. Look, Mohamed Salah shouldn't be playing. We all know he shouldn't be playing. The guy's been absolutely abject. He's been non-existent. Again, he had a very good performance against Villa. But after that, again, it's gone back to just being non-existent. Who knows what's going on with Mohamed Salah? Who knows what is going on with Mohamed Salah? But he shouldn't be playing. It should be Federico Chiesa, but we know that's never going to happen. So I think we should all just, again, like I said, get used to the fact that Mohamed Salah can play as bad as he wants, but he'll always play in the game because the manager just doesn't have the guts to drop him. You just got to pray that Salah works it out, that he finds a way through this slump that he's in and he gets out of it, because we know he's got the quality to do so. We know how good he can be, but he's just not showing that at the moment. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I say that with a little confidence, he can turn it around for this game and be better. So I've gone with Salah off the right. He will play. It's a pretty much given. Through the centre, I've gone with Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike, he's pretty much a shoo-in as well at the moment. He's probably our best attacker, bar maybe Federico Chiesa. Actually, scratch that. Ekitike probably is our best attacker at the moment. Federico Chiesa, unfortunately, hasn't been given enough game time for me to say he's the best, but Ekitike is one of our bright sparks at the moment. In a team where we've been absolutely poor. Salah has been poor. Wirtz has been poor. Other players in the team have been poor. Kirkes has been poor. Ekitike is one of the bright sparks, and he's got to play again. He has got to play this game 110%. He's one of the only positives I see in the attack, I'll be totally honest. I can see Salah yet again spelling it out. I can see Gakpo being robotic again, so he's the only real hope I have of some goals in this game. So, yeah, Ekitike will be the striker for this game. He will play down the centre, in my opinion. Off the left, it will be Cody Gakpo, unfortunately. I'm really looking forward to more of Gakpo. I'm really looking forward to more of him just cutting in, being predictable, being robotic again. But he won't be dropped. He won't be dropped. The manager doesn't trust Rio and Gamora, as we all know. There's no one else that can play there other than Gakpo. I would have gone with Wirtz, but Wirtz, of course, is out injured, so he won't be able to play this game. So it's going to be Gakpo. Unfortunately, it's going to be Cody Gakpo again for this game. Not looking forward to seeing that the robotic movements again, but it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. So that is my team, people, for the game. That is the team I think we'll take to the pitch tomorrow. If you want me to undo it again, Alisson in goal, Dominic Szoboszlai at right back, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate centre back pairing, Andrew Robertson at left back, Curtis Jones off the right hand side of midfield, Ryan Gravenberch as the central defensive midfielder, Alexis McAllister off the left hand side of midfield, up top Mohamed Salah off the right wing, Hugo Ekitike to the centre as the striker, and Cody Gakpo off the left hand side. So yeah, people, that is my predicted team to face Nottingham Forest tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Anfield. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the team. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, of course. But for now, let me just stop sharing the screen. That is my team selection. So yeah, everyone, let's just get to the score prediction. Let's get to the main bit, the score prediction, the most interesting part of the video. Oh, score prediction. It's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one, isn't it? I predict Liverpool will win, people. I predict we'll win the game, but I think it'll be a close one. I don't think it'll be an easy 3-4-0. It's just not going to be. Forest will come. They'll be well organised, and they'll make it very, very hard for us. So I think it'll be close, but I'm going to go with a Liverpool win. I think at Anfield, we should be able to get it over the line, but I predict it'll be hard. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Liverpool. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. I think we will concede, unfortunately, but I think we'll have enough firepower at home. The crowd will galvanise us and we'll get over the line. So I'm going to go with a score of Liverpool 2, Nottingham Forest 1 as my prediction. But yeah, that's my prediction for the game, people. Let me know your predictions down below in the comments, of course. Let me know your thoughts on the team selection as well. But yeah, other than that, people, that is it for the match preview. I am going to head off now. I'll be back very, very soon. Actually, I'll be back tomorrow with after the match game, with my match reaction after hopefully Liverpool win. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna head off. Do remember on your way out, drop a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already done so, and do get down below in the comments. Give me your thoughts on the game. Give me your score prediction. Give me your thoughts, etc. on everything. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna head off, people. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with my match reaction for the game. Other than that, I'll speak to you guys soon. Stay good. TLP Liverpool profit out. Up the Reds. Let's go. Speak soon. Bye for now.